sustainability and green energy, Viking heritage, welfare system, new Nordic food. Welcome to Denmark Explained, where we explore the rich tapestry of Danish culture, one captivating story at a time. Did you know that each summer one small Danish island transforms its entire sky into a living, moving rainbow? Thousands of colorful kites fill the air above Fano, Denmark, creating one of the most breathtaking sights in Europe. But this isn't just about kites. This festival reveals something deeper about how Denmark works, how Danish people value simplicity, community, and balance. And here's the big question to think about. If you move to Denmark, would you prefer this peaceful, slow island life, or the fast-paced, exciting energy of big city Copenhagen? Stick around and decide for yourself. But before we continue, please support the channel by pressing the like button, share, and hit subscribe. And if you want to see more, remember to click on the playlist link below in the description. Thank you. Welcome to Denmark Explained, the place where you learn how Denmark truly works. Whether you want to visit, travel, or even move here to start a new life, Denmark is full of surprises. Most people outside Denmark only hear about Vikings, Copenhagen, or Lego. But today you'll discover something very different. We're going to Fano, a quiet island off Denmark's west coast, far from the noise and stress of modern life. Each June, Fano hosts an event that turns this sleepy place into a spectacular display of colors, the International Kite Festival of Fano. But this event is much more than pretty kites. It's about nature, creativity, friendship, and an important lesson about how Danish people live differently from the rest of the world. Let's start at the beginning. Fano is a small island located in the Wadden Sea, a UNESCO World Heritage Site famous for its unique wildlife and flat, wide beaches. The island is only 16 kilometers long and just a few kilometers wide, but its natural beauty attracts tourists, artists, and families from all over Europe. So why is Fano perfect for a kite festival? It's because Fano's beaches are some of the widest and flattest in Europe. When the tide goes out, it leaves behind a massive stretch of hard-packed sand, making it the ideal place to fly kites of any size, from tiny traditional kites to giant flying whales that are over 30 meters long. The first kite enthusiasts came here in 1985, mostly Germans crossing the border, and they immediately realized how perfect this place was for their passion. Every year since then, more and more people have come, until the event became the largest international kite festival in Europe. Today, the festival attracts over 5,000 active kite flyers and more than 100,000 spectators over the course of the week. It's a free event, there's no ticket fee, and the entire island becomes a celebration of color, creativity, and wind. Some people fly tiny, simple kites made of paper and string. Others bring enormous inflatable kites shaped like animals, spaceships, or even cartoon characters. Some designs take years to make, and for many flyers, this event is the highlight of their year. But this festival is not only about kites. On the ground you'll find food stands, family-friendly activities, music, and lots of chances to meet locals. For Danish people, it's a very hygge event. Cozy, relaxed, and filled with good conversation and slow enjoyment. For travelers thinking about visiting Denmark, or even moving here, this is a perfect example of how Danes love nature, balance, and community living. Why does Denmark, such a small country, care about a kite festival on a quiet island? To understand this, you need to know something about Danish culture. Denmark is not just about big cities and companies like Lego or Maersk. For Danes, local life and community are deeply important. Many traditions are kept alive by small groups of passionate people, not by governments or big corporations. The Fano Kite Festival is a perfect example. This is not a commercial festival created for profit. Instead, it's an event organized by volunteers, hobby groups, and local families. The people of Fano open their island to thousands of visitors, not for money, but to share their love of nature, the wind, and open space. This attitude reflects the Danish sense of balance. Life in Denmark is not meant to be fast, competitive, or stressful. Instead, events like this remind everyone to slow down, enjoy the moment, and spend time outside. Also, Denmark is famous for its green lifestyle. The Kite Festival fits this perfectly. No noise, no pollution, no cars, just the sound of the wind and the sight of thousands of colorful kites moving together in the sky. In fact, the Outtro, where Fano sits, is a protected natural area. The people of Denmark are proud to keep places like this clean and beautiful. This is why Denmark often ranks among the world's happiest countries, because simple pleasures are valued here. And here's something to think about. If you move to Denmark, would you enjoy this quiet, close-to-nature lifestyle? Or would you miss the busy streets, cafes, and nightlife of Copenhagen? Both are real parts of Danish life, but they offer very different feelings. Let me know in the comments which life you'd choose. So how can you experience this incredible festival yourself, whether as a tourist or a future Danish resident? Here's what you need to know. When to go. The Fano Kite Festival happens every June, usually in the middle of the month. It runs for about a week, but the main kite displays are often on the weekend. Where exactly? Fano is easy to reach by ferry. From the Danish mainland town of Esbjerg, the ferry to Fano takes just 12 minutes. You can bring your car or rent a bike on the island. What does it cost? Good news, the festival is completely free to attend. You only need to pay for the ferry, accommodation, and food. Where to stay? Because this event is so popular, hotels and campsites get booked months in advance. Many visitors choose to rent holiday homes, a very Danish way to enjoy summer. You can also camp right by the beach. Who goes there? People of all ages, families, kids, retirees, and serious kite experts from around the world. It's also a favorite spot for photographers, travel bloggers, and YouTubers because the sky is filled with colors from morning until evening. What else to do? Fano is famous for more than kites. You can walk along the beach to see wild seals, visit local museums about sea life, or enjoy Danish food like smørrebrød, those open sandwiches, in the island's cozy cafes. If you're planning to move to Denmark, this is also a perfect chance to practice Danish friendliness. Locals are open and love to talk about the festival, the island's history, and life in Denmark in general. Now you may be wondering, why should someone who's just interested in traveling to or moving to Denmark care about a kite festival on a small island? Here's why. First, this festival reveals the peaceful, natural side of Danish life that tourists rarely see. While cities like Copenhagen are exciting and modern, real Denmark also includes quiet places like Fano, where nature is the main attraction and people live in harmony with it. Second, it shows the Danish value of simplicity. You don't need luxury or big amusement parks to have fun here. Just the wind, the sand, the sky, and creativity. This fits perfectly with the Danish concept of hygge, a kind of cozy, relaxed happiness. Third, it reflects how strong local communities are in Denmark. A small group of volunteers keeps this festival alive year after year, not because they have to, but because they love to. If you plan to live in Denmark, you'll find many such communities, whether you live in a village or a city neighborhood. Finally, it's an example of Denmark's green way of thinking. No cars, no loudspeakers, no garbage, just clean energy, clean beaches, and clean fun. This is part of why Denmark is often called the most environmentally friendly country in the world. So, think about it again. Would you enjoy this slow, peaceful island life in Denmark? Or would you prefer the busy, urban energy of Copenhagen or Aarhus? Tell us in the comments which Denmark would you choose. Now you know the secret behind the Fano Kite Festival, a simple, beautiful Danish tradition that says so much about this country's real values, community, nature, and balance. We hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us bring you more amazing content. Join us here at Denmark Explained, where we uncover the wonders of Danish culture one story at a time. See you in the next video.